this is Lykos with some Starcraft 2 tips. Today we'll be farming 1v1 Insane AI as fast as possible. This prepares you for 2v2 and 3v3 in Insane AI farming with partners in co-op mode, which can be fun as well as a great source of achievement points. Start off by sending probes to your mineral line. I personally don't split, but a 5 mineral difference won't change this build. Your first queued probe should be rallied to the low ground closest to your opponent's mineral line. We will only build to 9 probes with this build, and there will be no prolonged macro like in 2v2 and 3v3 farming. I've chosen Egria Valley as it has the closest distance between low ground and the mineral line, combined with the fact that it is a relatively small map and is probably the fastest map to farm. Build a pylon at the low ground closest to the mineral line, allowing for 2 close cannons. In 2v2 and 3v3s you will need to get up to 10 probes and produce 2 more when the forge completes for a more robust economy. I'll post a video later on farming 2v2 and 3v3s effectively. Once your pylon is complete, immediately start a forge. It's important to understand how the AI thinks. When it has an invading force coming into its base, it asks itself, can I beat this force? If no, do I have enough money to beat this force with what I can produce? If both those answers are no, then it GG's. This build takes advantage of that fact, as very hard and insane AIs will rush you with its worker line when it sees a threat. Unfortunately for the AI, after this is triggered, it will go after the highest current threat, in this case, the finished cannons. Once your forge is complete, construct 2 cannons as fast as possible, and send your probe to the high ground. This build can possibly work with 1 cannon, but the most important factor is that the low ground cannons are just completing as the high ground cannon is made. I don't feel you can shave off many seconds with 1 cannon build. Create your high ground cannon right before the low ground is finished. This is really important. Try to hide your probe from sight immediately as it is built, as the enemy probe line will attack your probe or cannon. In this case, the enemies prioritize the high ground cannon over the low ground pair. Not quite what I was going for. Just 1 more threat in the enemy base, and GG. I hope you found this video useful. Subscribe for future topics regarding achievements, competitive build orders, and single-player insane modes. Happy gaming!